I'm ready to rock and roll.
But I'm young, money got it written on me. Okay, got some action. Everything I said it happened. That boy like Michael Jackson. But I'm first even blacking.
Hey, what is up guys, Solomon here, back again with another video! That was so unnecessary. Hey, what's up guys, I'm here today with a new video, and this one is called a list of my favourite quotes. Now why am I doing this? The reason is because I read a lot of quotes, because I think it's important to feed your mind with the right information and positive information in the same way you feed your body with the right food, right? As an athlete as well, you need a lot of motivation, a lot of willpower, and the only way you get this is through information and positive information as well, the right information. And I have a list of quotes that I read almost every day, and that just gets me in the right mind frame in order to do what I need to be doing, and to get me through training and to get me through anything I need to be doing. So yeah, let's get on with the 10 quotes, and hopefully they can help you as well. So whatever it is you're doing, whatever scenario it is in life, you know, whether you're a student, whether you're working, whether you're just chilling at home, you know, if that's how you jam, then you know these quotes can help you as well. So yeah, I'll stop talking now, let's get on with it. The first quote is, if you are not going all the way, then why go at all? Now this one I like because it always pushes your expectations and your ambitions, because it's saying, well, if you're not going all the way, and what that means is, like, if you're not striving to win or to be the best, then what's the point in doing it at all? You know, if you're not investing all of your energy and all of your time and all of your mental capabilities to get the most results out of what you're doing, then what's the point in doing it at all? You know, if you're not gonna try, then why try? You know, it's a paradoxical statement. You need to put all your effort into it, and that's why when I read this, I get into the mind frame of, well, if I'm here to train, I'm going to train all out, you know, I'm going to put all my energy into this. If I'm in this race, I'm in this race to win, you know, and that's the only mindset that's going to get you to actually win. You know, what's the point in being in a race to come last? Who wants to come last in a race? I don't think you want to be last in a race. I don't want to be last in a race, and the only way I can get into that right mind state is to basically go all in. And that quote, I love it so much because it gets me back into that place of thinking. The second quote I have for you today is, obstacles don't have to get in your way. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out a way to climb it, go through it, or work around it. Now this quote, again, I like it because it challenges your beliefs when you start to give up or to doubt yourself. You know, when you hit that wall, that barrier in whatever it is you're doing, you know, like, oh, I'm tired to train, I'm tired to revise, I'm tired to do whatever it is. That wall is a psychological wall, and what you have to do is look at it and question it and say, well, why is this wall here? And how can I work around it? I'm not just going to accept this wall and turn around and give up, am I? No, because that's what losers do, and we're not losers, we're winners. So what we do is we look at this wall, we analyse it. How can I get around this wall? How can I defeat this wall? You know, if I can't break this wall down, can I maybe climb over it or go around it or go under it? You know, this wall is there as a test. And if you can go around this wall or get through this wall in any way you can without giving up and turning around, then you have passed the test. And yeah, that I love this quote so much. Every morning I read it, and it just, whatever obstacle I feel like I have during the day, I'm just able to think, okay, there is always a solution to this wall. The problem's not the wall, it can be anything, but there's always a solution to this problem. I just need to find a solution, and that gives me a lot of confidence. Now this third one I like a lot because it applies to you as a person and how you interact with other people, because it teaches you a couple of lessons on how to be a better person. And it's like one big quote full of different quotes, and you'll understand what I mean when I read it. Before you act, listen. Before you react, think. Before you spend, earn. Before you criticize, think. Before you pray, forgive. Before you quit, try. And that quote is by someone called Ernest Hemingway. And this is like a little philosophical how to live your life kind of quote. I really love it, you know. For example, before before you criticize, think, you know, because we're always quick to criticize somebody else, but what about the things we do? How about you think about yourself before you start judging someone else? You know, before you spend, earn. You know, we're always trying to spend money, like, well, what if we don't have it, you know, and that's how you get into debt. Before you react, think about it, you know. We're always like bang, 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 we're just reacting to things. We don't even think before we act, you know. Think about what you're doing before you do it, you know. Don't just be so quick to react to like external influences. Just step back and just think about it for a second. So I really like that quote, because it doesn't just apply to sports, it applies to life and you as a person, and it helps you to become a more I guess a more powerful person because you have the right mindset. Now this is one of my favorite quotes because it applies to both of the things I'm really into. I'm really into sports and I'm really into business as well. And this one sort of generalizes all the people that are a part of that, you know, all the people that are a part of sports and all the people that are a part of business. So it goes like this. In sport and in business, there are 3 types of people. Those that make it happen, those that watch it happen, and those that wonder what happened, right? So it's a really good like self-analysis as well. Which kind of person are you in sports or business, or I guess anything really? You know, there are always these category of people. There are people that make it happen, and they're the people that are succeeding, you know. And there are people that watch it happen. They're like, ooh, oh, that's amazing, that's fantastic. How do you do that? That's incredible. And then there are those people that are just like, oh, what happened, man? I was sleeping, you know. It's really interesting because it allows you to like think about yourself and think about the people around you. What kind of people are they? Are they just people that wonder what happened, or are kind of just sleeping? And then there are those people that are watching what's happening and they're not really doing anything, you know, they're just observing the world. And then there are the people that are making it happen, and I think those are the most incredible people on the earth, the people that are making positive changes. There are people that are like redefining the physical human body, you know, in sports and in athletics. There are those people that are like creating amazing businesses that are helping like millions of people. So yeah, that allows you to think about yourself, think about the people around you, and think about how can you change to be a person that makes it happen instead of watches it happen or doesn't even know it's happened. Now this next quote is actually one that really got me to change my life and to think of life and ambition in a different way. I'll read it to you first so you know what I mean. Your mind is a powerful thing. If you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will begin to change. The reason I know I've said I like all of them, but the reason I like this one especially is it's the one that kind of got me to really change and redefine my life and my goals. Because at the end of the day, right, your mind is like a computer. If you put information in that's corrupt, that's bad, that doesn't work, that's slow, that's groggy, your computer isn't going to work as well. It's not going to be as efficient. However, if you have a computer with a really good system, with things that work together fluently and fast, and everything it works together really, and it just helps it work smoothly, it's going to be a better computer. So that's the same principle with your mind. And as soon as you begin to understand this, your whole life begins to change really, because it's all about the thoughts that you have that determine the reality you live in. You know, not literally, but metaphorically. You know, the only way you look at your life is how you think about it. And if you're thinking negatively, everything around you is going to translate negatively. And if you think about your life positively, everything is going to look positive. So what that allowed me to realize is, oh my God, I can control my life and the surroundings around me simply by my thoughts. If I'm thinking positively, everything is going to be positive, you know? So that's a really key lesson if you want to change your life. Think about the thoughts you are having and how they relate to your surroundings, you know? And that will allow you to have a higher quality, higher energy, more positive life, basically. Now, this next quote always gets me to push that extra bit in anything I do. It goes like this. There may be people that have more talent than you, but there should be no excuse why there are people that work harder than you, right? Now, this one you have to think about it for a little bit. Because there are people that are naturally gifted at whatever it is, you know, naturally gifted at sports, naturally gifted at maths, naturally gifted at music, you know, but the only way you can improve that natural talent or get to a level that is seen as good enough, or really great, you know, whatever it is. Like, the only way to get that is through hard work. Now, natural talent and hard work are completely different, you know. Natural talent gets you maybe, I don't know, a quarter of the way, but hard work is going to get you all the way. So there can be an excuse why someone else is naturally gifted, but hard work, that's down to you and your willpower and how much effort you're putting into it, right? So you should not make any excuses why someone else is working harder than you, because that's down to your control. So why should I not push hard enough in training and then cry about it and say, well, I didn't make the improvements I want to because they're better than me? Why are they running better than me? They weren't born running these amazing times, you know, they worked hard, and I can work just as hard to get just the same results. So that's why in every training sessions I always push to the max. I always push to the limit and say, there is no way this other person is working harder than me, you know? So I love it because it always gets me to push as hard as I can and just go all in. Now this next one is about you and your personality and how you live your life, basically. So it goes like this: to be yourself in a world that's constantly trying to change you into something else is the greatest thing you can accomplish. I really love that, you know, because we live in a society where everyone is trying to change you. There's always like a new social thing, there's always like a new cool thing that everyone's doing because it's seen like you have to do it or else you're not one of us. And the hardest thing to do in life, in my opinion, is like just trying to be yourself and being grounded to truth and to your own beliefs instead of changing because you want to be accepted. You know, the only people that like, I don't want to sound like corny, but shine are those people that have held their ground on who they are and won't let anything change them. You know, if you live in a world where you're the same as everybody else, then how are you gonna shine and be unique? But if you're different to everybody else that's the same, you are always going to stand out. You know, that's why celebrities are what they are, because they are special in some way or another. You know, because they are unique and they are themselves. So do not try to copy anybody else or emulate any type of personality. Just be yourself and be yourself 100%. And eventually that's going to come through and people are going to love you for being that. So don't change for the world. This next one is about challenging yourself with big goals and stuff. It goes like this: the more difficult the victory, the greater the happiness in winning. Right? Let's dissect it. So, if you go, this is metaphorically speaking, if you go to a small battle and you win it, you're not really going to feel as like happy and fulfilled as if you went to a massive battle and you won that battle. So we don't go to the gym to lift 1 kilogram weights. You know, that doesn't do anything at all. You know, what satisfaction are you going to feel from lifting a 1 kilogram weight? You know, a bag of sugar? Nothing, right? Because that's nothing. However, if you have a really hard session where you feel like you've hammered it, you've gone in hard, you feel good, you're going to feel better about yourself and you feel like you're going somewhere, aren't you? So set yourself high goals, don't set low goals because you're not going to feel satisfied. This battle you're going into, you know, it's only going to feel good if you win the big battles. It's the big battles that prove to you that you've grown as a person and you're bigger than you've always thought you were. So always challenge yourself with the big battles, not the little battles. This next one's quite similar actually. You can't put a limit on anything. The more you dream, the further you get. That's just again saying you need to give yourself massive goals, massive ambitions in order to achieve massive goals and massive ambitions. You know, if you dream little, you're going to get little results. If you dream big, you're going to get big results. You know, and in life, it's about growing and being more strong as a person in every way possible. And the only way to get there is to dream big and do big work and get to big places. You know. So we want to grow as amazing, powerful people. So we need to be setting ourselves amazing, powerful, big, huge goals, right? So, yeah. Now this last one is about the kind of work you're putting in. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. I guess to be fair, like those last three were the same. But again, it's just saying if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. You know, if you're not putting in a lot of work, you're not going to get a lot of results. And you, again, want to grow as a person. So you need to challenge yourself. You need to be lifting bigger weights in the gym, metaphorically speaking. You know, you need to be taking on bigger responsibilities and doing bigger actions and everything else. So yeah, I guess that's the same really with the last three I said. I don't really have to go into detail with it. So thank you very much guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video and you get an insight into the kind of things I influence myself with, because at the end of the day it's a psychological game. You know, it's not about physical games, it's not about any of that. It's about psychological game and how you think, and if you think the right way, you're going to get the right results. So this is just a taster into showing you how do athletes think and what kind of mindsets do we have in order to succeed. And I can put my hand on my heart and say it has helped. You know, if you know who I am and what I do, I have achieved big things. You know, from the gold medal I won in the Paralympics and some other successes which I won't talk about. But it's all about your mindset and about how you come into something and how you look at it. So again, this is just a taster. I hope you go away with some of these and you think about them and you apply them into your own life. And go ahead and look at other ones as well. There are unlimited amounts of like motivational quotes out there. Just look at them, and there are different categories as well. There's sport, which I generally look into. There's business, there's love, there's life, there's all of them, you know. Whatever you want to improve in, just look at those kind of quotes and read them every single day, and they will change you into a more positive person. So again, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me if you like it, tell me if you want more like this, and yeah, I'm going to make more of these kind of videos, more positive videos, because I want to change you. I would not like badly. I want to change you positively into the kind of positive person I am through teaching you what I've learned. I'm talking too much now. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. Press the like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Hey, what's up guys, thanks a lot for watching that video. If you enjoyed it, please check out my other videos on related topics like motivation and athletics, and a couple of vlogging as well. If you want to keep up to date with everything I'm doing, there's my Instagram and my Twitter as well, so please follow me on there. And yeah, thank you very much for subscribing. If you haven't, please do subscribe below. Have a great day. I got bras in Atlanta with the cars and skills.
I'm taking off schedule. I got bras in Atlanta.